Morning student, today we are going to learn principles given by Henry Fayol. In the previous lecture we have learned the difference principles given by Frederick Taylor, and we have learned the principles of management, its nature and its importance. So our today's topic is principles of management given by Henry Fayol. Now, principles of management given by Henry Fayol. First of all, who was Henry Fayol? Henry Fayol was French engineer and industrialist. He was French engineer and along with that he was industrialist. He has written one book named Industrial and General Management, which is popularly known as Principles of Management by Henry Fayol. This book is popularly known as Principles of Management by Henry Fayol, and it is also known as Industrial and General Management. He has written this book in the year 1961. Now, who was Henry Fayol and why he became so much famous and why his book became famous? Henry Fayol was working in some industry. That industry was going in loss. Then Henry Fayol made certain arrangements, he made some rules, he made some programs and principles. Because of that, that industry started making profit. Other industrialists who heard that because of Henry Fayol, the industries which was going in the losses had started making profit. So every industry wants to hire Henry Fayol as a manager in their companies so that their companies can also earn profit because of his awareness or because of his intelligence or skills. But Henry Fayol rejected all the companies' offer. And he decided that he wants to do something which will help all the industries, not only the one or two industries. So Henry Fayol written a book named Principles of Management given by Henry Fayol, and in that book he has mentioned some principles. We are going to learn those principles one by one. Henry Fayol divided his 14 principles into 6 categories. Now, let me brief you with these 6 category principles. Henry Fayol, he divided administrative principles into 6 parts. First is technical, related to. Technical means which is related to the machines, production. Then commercial, related to the purchase and sales. Financial, which is related to the procurement of capital and its use. Then safety, related with the safety of employees. Accounting, which include financial statement and statistical informations. Then management, which include post-corps. Post-corp, which we have learned in the second chapter. P means planning, O means organizing, S means staffing, D means directing, CO means coordinating, R means reporting, and B means budgeting. These are the management functions which are associated with the Henry Fayol's principles. These all principles, in short, it can be known as TCF, SAM. TCF, SAM. That is technical, commercial, financial, security, accounting, and management principles. These are the principles which are divided into 6 categories. They are also known as administrative principles given by the Henry Fayol. Now, we are going to learn the principles, 14 principles given by the Henry Fayol. First of all, he divided them into 6 parts, 6 administrative parts. I am repeating the parts again. Please remember this. TCF, SAM. That is technical, commercial, financial, security, accounting, and managerial principles. Now, we are going to see management principles by Henry Fayol. These principles are also known as directive principles. Please remember this. These are also known as directive principles. First principles given by Henry Fayol is division of work. Division of work. According to these principles, Henry Fayol says that work should be given to the specialist. When work is given to the specialist, then we get the assurance that work will be done in the proper manner. And who are the specialists? Those who have skills, knowledge, or experience. When the work is given to the specialist, it is considered as division of work. Then second comes authority and responsibility. Authority means power to give orders and instructions. Then responsibility means obligation to do something. So, according to these principles, Henry Fayol said that those who are working, they should be given power to give orders and instructions. Along with that, they have to be obliged to do the work which is assigned to them. Now, third one is discipline. Discipline means workers working in the business should work in disciplined manner. If worker work in the disciplined manner, then the objective of the business can be achieved. For that, rules should be framed. Suppose, for an example, smoking is prohibited is the rule. Every business should have some rules for doing the business activity in the smooth manner. Rules are important for running the businesses. Second, then unity of command. Unity of command means an order should be given by one person. Order should be given by one person. If there are two boss in the firm, then it will be difficult whom worker should listen. So there should be a one boss and he should give instructions to the workers. Means instruction should be given by the one person. Then comes the unity of directions. One goal and one objective is considered in this is interest. Here it is to be seen individual should think of a objective of the business, not his personal objectives. He has to consider if business is growing, then his objective will also be achieved. That means in this principle, it is to be considered that objective of business is first and then comes the individual objectives. Here it is to be seen that business objective comes first. Then seventh one is remuneration of personnel. Whoever is working in the business, it is important that that person get remuneration at proper time and after proper interval. His remuneration should be in such a way that he can live his life ideally. Means ideal salary or wages should be given. So in the seventh one, remuneration of personnel is considered, in which ideal salary and wages should be given. Then comes the centralizations. Centralization means power in the hand of one person. If one person is the head, then he can delegate the work to the others, but power should be in the hand of one person who will delegate the work to the other. Then comes the scalar chain. Scalar chain means, in this, it is to be seen that suppose A is at the top level, then here it is D, and in the middle portion B and now orders and instructions go from, see here, orders and instructions go from A to B, B to C, C to D. That is orders and instructions. While reporting is passed from D to C, C to B and to A. That is reporting. So scalar chain goes in one direction and it also goes in other directions. From A to D, orders and instructions pass, while from D to A, reporting is passed. Now, 10th one, equality. Every worker working in the business should be treated equally. All workers should be treated equally. There should not be a discrimination between the workers who are working in the business. Maybe for his positions, maybe the remuneration he is getting, there should be no discrimination of any kind in the business. Then he states stability of the tenure. Employees should get stability. Stability in what sense? Stability in form of that they should be given assurance that they are fixed in the job or they are permanent in the job. By doing this, they feel that the business for which they are working is their own business, which is going to give them life, or which is going to give them remuneration throughout the life. So stability should be given to the employees, or you can say tenure. Then comes the 12th one, order. In this we have to remember there should be place for everything, and everything should be at its place, should be at its place. We have to remember this. There should be place for everything, and everything should be at its place. Means those things which are used by the workers, or tools or equipments which are used by the worker, they should be at the proper place, and there should be a proper place for everything. Then comes the initiative. And what do you mean by initiative? Workers should be initiated to do work. If they are properly initiated, then they are motivated towards the work. If any difficult task or complex task is given to the workers, they feel that employer has put in trust in them, and they try to do the work with the full initiative and full motivational, which will boost up their morality towards the work. The workers should be initiated to boost moral towards business. Then comes last one, esprit de corps. It is a French word because Henry Fayol was a French engineer. It is also called as harmony or oneness. Those workers who are working in the business, there should be harmony among them. If workers or employees goes on fighting or having a conflict with each other, then will definitely affect the running, or it will affect the business. So there should be a harmony and oneness among the workers and employees, or between the owners and employees. By harmony, or you can say esprit de corps, any objective of the business can be achieved successfully. So students, today we have learned 14 principles given by Henry Fayol. Let me brief you with the principles once again. These principles are given by Henry Fayol, and they are divided into 6 categories: T, C, F, SAM, technical, commercial, financial, security, accounting, and managerial. Okay, now in the next lecture we are going to learn different thoughts by the different industrialists. Thank you.